Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lara if you're new here, and if you're not new here, welcome back. Today I am going to continue on with the little Etsy saga. I've been loving creating the Etsy content for you guys, and I know that you guys like it too. So I am going to make today's video all about how to price your Etsy digital products. When pricing these digital products, you obviously want to make sure that you are pricing it the right way so that you can optimize the amount of sales that you get and you can beat out your competitors. But you don't want to price them too cheap and you don't want to price them too high. So what do you want to price them? That is what I am going to discuss today. I'm going to switch over to Loom and I'm going to find different ways to show you how you can find the right price for your digital products, and I'm going to show you what I do to find the right price for my digital products. I used to wing it and I used to price my digital products however I wanted, but today I thought I would show you the new kind of methods I've adopted to pricing my digital products and how they are working for me. So if you are interested in the digital product realm, you're trying to make some passive income on the side, you could be a social media manager like me, or you're just someone who maybe wants to have some extra income, this video is definitely for you. Get a pen and paper and we will get right into it. So if you're interested in this kind of content, then keep on watching. Before I switch over to Loom, I just wanted to preface by saying that all of my digital products really range from like $2 to I think the highest is around like 12 or 15. And I always say that it depends on the amount of work put in and the product itself and how often that product is being searched right on Etsy. Because Etsy is a search engine, people are going on there directly looking for certain products. So when there's a product with high competition, you have to reflect on the pricing a little bit more, but I'm going to show you exactly how I look into this and how I judge whether or not a product is more competitive than others. So I am going to switch over to Loom like I have in my other videos so that I can screen record everything and show you. But I just kind of wanted to preface to say that. So I might be creating like a highlight cover, for example, for someone's Instagram profile. And that would be a product that I typically wouldn't price as high, but I will explain why in this video. I just think that it really depends on what the product is, how needed it is, and obviously the competition. So let's get right into it. I'm going to stop the chit chat and help you guys out with the tips right away. So if you haven't already, definitely like and subscribe. I'm so happy to have you all here. I'm so happy to have all of your comments. I read them all, I respond to them all, and I just love engaging with all of you. So definitely like and subscribe and join the family if you haven't already. Let's get into Loom and I will be right back. So first things first, you're going to want to get directly onto Etsy and you can get right onto your homepage. Your homepage will obviously have everything that you've been looking at before and any suggestions. So I was looking at accessories and things like that. So I started to get that as well. And then there's some sponsored posts that you can receive and other ones that I've looked at similar to my favorites. So what I like to start with is looking at the digital product that I have just created. I'm going to use one of my best-selling products, which is my open house activities, but I'm going to show you how I come up with the price for that. So the first things first with a digital product is you want to look up the product itself so that other popular searches and just smaller shops show up in the search bar. So we are going to type in open house activities. Ooh. And we're going to see what comes up. So you will find, there's my listing right there, but you will find an open house bundle, a real estate marketing open house bundle, open house coloring book, new agent open house bundle. So because mine are kids activities, I wanted to look more at other kids activities. So for example, I could definitely be looking at this coloring book, which is $6.97. I have 6 pages currently priced at $5.50, but as you'll see, some of my competitors here, like Real Uniquely, they have open house kids activities for $6.97. So I don't know if they have more sheets, less sheets, whatever, but what I like to do is click on one of them just so that I can get a little bit of insight into what it is that you would be receiving. So for this sake, we're going to look at Real Uniquely. I love the way that they have their listings done, and you can see they've kind of done something similar. So as I say, you want to show the sheets that they're going to be receiving. You can do this in video format, but people just want to know what activities they will be receiving. So as you can see here, they've put what's included, and as it says, it's one PDF with Canva links, one letter size open house kids activities template, which is 4 pages, and one ready to download file. So basically they've done the same thing that I have, where you can either put your name and picture in one, so if the realtor wants to do that, or you can just have a ready to download file that you can just print off for your next open house. So this is great to know because they have 4 pages in there that's included for $6.97, and I have 6 for $5.50. So just in terms of pricing, you want to see what other people are doing for a product that's similar. You also want to go ahead and look at some of the reviews. People are saying it's love it, easy to use, and they'll tell you what they got with that. So that is a great product. Another thing you often want to look for is when there's a bestseller. This product is a little bit more niche. Like here's my other one here. This is a little bit more niche, so there may not be bestsellers technically yet, but other products that you'll find, there will be a bestseller. That price you want to write down, because if it's a bestseller, it means that people are buying it, not just because of the price. Obviously the product has to be good, but it's a great starting point when you're looking at digital products online. So I'm scrolling through here just to see different activities. So here's 11 designs for coloring and things like that. They've done $6.62. So this is kind of where you want to be very smart with how you price things. I looked at my digital product, which is probably more alike to the product that I was just looking at. So because the one that I have is quite similar to this is what I'm going to use as my pricing starting point. They clearly have a lot of shop reviews, and they have 252 sales. So you can see that they are a good performing Etsy store. So I am going to just make sure that this aligns well with what I'm selling, but because my product is the exact same, I am going to take this price and I am going to come up with a price a little bit below that. You want to keep in mind how much time you're putting into editing these digital products, but you want to make sure that you price it right to help beat out this competition. So my sheets are very, very similar, and this person's offering 4. I'm actually offering 6. So I could even, just because of how much I'm offering, keep it at around $6.97. Or you could go a bit lower than that. So even myself doing $5.50 is pushing it to the lower side. I could even, after looking at this product, price it around $6.15 or $6, and you could do just as well, if not better. Basically, people will look for products that are obviously within their budget, but people tend to want to go to get the bang out of their buck, if that makes sense. So this is great to look at. So you definitely want to be looking at different products that are related to yours to help come up with a price. I honestly just say, take the bestseller, take the one that's most like yours, and price it a little bit lower than that. I'm also going to pull up, I have some notes here on my iPad, so I want to just make sure that I don't miss anything here, but you want to be able to look for these bestsellers online and then consider the time taken to create a digital product. So another one of my bestsellers is highlight covers. If you've seen my other videos, you know that Instagram highlight covers are very popular. But here's the thing. You can do highlight covers, but you want to be more niche specific. So I have created Groovy highlight covers. That's been one of my best sellers. So instead of just putting highlight covers in here, because you're going to see a whole bunch of different ones, you want to type in more specifically what the actual product is. So I'm going to go to Groovy highlight covers, and you will be taken to all the ones with a retro style. Again, here's my product. You can see I've priced it at $4.15, but they will receive 60 Instagram highlight covers. You'll see here 40, 20, 24. So you want to look at how many people are giving and what they're pricing it at. So as you can see here, I have done 60 retro Instagram highlight covers for $4.15. And right up here with Nightshade Elements, they've done 24 retro Instagram highlight covers. And there is actually a sale right now at 20% off at $6.29. So as again, like, you don't have to go as low as I did, but you want to go a little bit below kind of the high performing products to come up with the best price for you. This is my secret recipe. That's what I do all the time. And that's how I find what's kind of working. You also want to look for either here, as you can see, a star seller or a best seller. I don't know if it's just because these things are like oversaturated right now. I can't even find like a bestseller on this sheet, but typically it'll just say bestseller beside it. I remember this one was a bestseller for quite some time, but as you can see again, $8.37. Here's my product again, $4.50. As I'm doing this video, I'm learning that I could actually increase my prices a little bit, but they have been performing and they have been getting the sales. So it looks like when you price it just a little bit lower, it's like the sweet spot for your customers. So you just really want to keep that in mind. Also, definitely when you're pricing your product, you have to keep in mind the value of your product. So I knew I wanted to give people a bunch of opportunity to click listings and buy listings that have a lot of potential. For example, if I make 20 Instagram highlight covers, which is actually one of my best-selling products too, I thought that maybe if they had more variety when it comes to like a groovy theme, that they would be more inclined to buy it. So that's why I created 50 highlight covers. I think that when you're looking at my digital product, I've made it very clear what you're receiving. I've done videos to show you how many and exactly what you're receiving here. And people love that concept because if they buy a product and then it doesn't turn out to be what they want, they might blame you for that. So when you're selling and coming up with a price, you want to make sure that your product is adding value to your ideal customer. So then I put how it works, all that good stuff. Basically, I wanted to have a ton of variety so that my clients and customers felt like they had a ton of value. So as I'm growing this shop, I'm really happy that this is like a feature that I've offered, but you just want to keep this in mind as you're growing, that if your listing is offering intense amount of value, you can actually price it higher or at the same amount of your competitors and still get the same price. But back to the groovy highlight covers. Ooh, spelling mistake. You definitely just want to look at ones that are very high performing or ones that have similar color schemes to yours. So I'm trying to keep this video as short and sweet, but I just wanted to kind of preface that. So you can look here. Someone has done 20 Instagram highlight covers for $3.49 and I've done 60 for $4.15. So realistically, I should be pricing that product around $6 or more. But I was starting out this shop and just like you, I was trying to find the right price. And as I said before, undermining everyone isn't the best strategy either, but when you're starting out and you're learning what's working and what's not working, you might tend to try that. So I'm like not the Etsy expert here. I'm not someone who's making like 50K a month, but you just want to look at your competition, look at icons that are very similar to yours. So that listing, for example, I would say, for example, Nightshade Elements one right here is very similar. This one here, Groovy Color Cover Icons, is very similar. And you just want to look at how they're pricing it. And again, maybe do 30 cents plus off of that. And then when you're pricing the products, you also want to keep in mind sales. So when I run a sale and I do a site-wide sale, it's typically about 10% off to 20% off. So you want to make sure that you're still getting a good amount of profit out of everything because obviously Etsy takes fees from you. So you want to still price everything to the best of your ability, where even when you run a sale, you're still making a great amount of profit. I look at these Etsy digital downloads as more of like a quantity thing. So you could price something at $80 and get one sale, or you could price something at $4 and get 80 sales. So you can really push for more money as you're growing your shop, and then you can receive more. So you'll see a ton of my highlight covers. The reason why they're also popping up on this page is because I have optimized it. I've never run an ad on Etsy. Everything is keywords and description, and obviously your overall listing image, I put a phone here just that you see what you're going to receive. So like people are more inclined to shop with me if their profile looks great. You have to think about it like similar to YouTube. If there's a thumbnail that you like, you're more likely to click the video. Or if there's a book that has a cute cover, you're more likely to buy it. So you have to just think about it like that. You want to make it very clear, like this one here, to the point. It shows exactly what you're going to receive. So yeah, just to mention everything one last time, you obviously want to start by making sure that your listings are optimized. So you want to have the best keywords to have your product pushed, because if that's not the case, then regardless of your price, you won't get the views that you want. But you want to make sure that your product is adding value, because the more value it adds, the more you can charge. But definitely look at your competition, look at other listings in the digital product realm that's similar to yours, and look at how they're pricing it. Maybe undermine them just a little bit, do it just a little bit lower, and I guarantee that you'll get the traffic there and you'll get the sales. People often want to get more bang for their buck, so it's a great way to start, especially when you're learning how to price your digital product. There's no major recipe to it, but you just want to make sure that you're hitting that sweet spot just below your most important competition, and that way you can grow your shop even more so. So I hope this video helped. It's really short and sweet, and I know it might even seem like a little bit of common sense here and there, but let me know in the comments what other videos you want to see. I have a ton more on my list that I know you guys want to see. I love all of your comments. I'm reading them all, and they're really, really helpful to me because I'm coming up with a ton of content ideas with them. But yeah, make sure that you like and subscribe and join the family. I'm happy to have you all here. We've now hit, 600 subscribers, which is unreal. I feel like I'm like creating a little community, and I know it will grow over time with more value. So I'm going to do a ton more videos. I actually have written down a list of different videos I want to do. So I'm going to do one on how I plan and find client content, how I plan it out so that I can create more content. I want to do some more vlogs because I love the vlogs, even though they're not my best viewed videos. And I want to do a whole bunch of product tips for Etsy and different Etsy digital download products that you can sell now that are trending and that you can definitely make sales with. So thank you guys for watching, and like and subscribe obviously if you haven't already, and I will see you guys very, very soon.